Hello honeys, welcome back. It's me, Jenny. How is everyone doing today? Okay honeys, so I have a very simple project for you guys today. I have gotten a few messages in Instagram asking for me to give you guys a video on how I made my paper flowers. Now if you don't follow me on Instagram, I posted a picture something like this in Instagram, and I was showing you guys how I was making my paper flowers, and I guess a lot of you guys wanted me to do a video or tutorial on how I create these really pretty, kind of like Prima inspired, I would say, paper flowers. I wasn't gonna do this video because I mean there's so many videos out there on how to make paper flowers. It's not, you know, something that I created. I mean, there's millions of videos out there. But then I thought about it, and then I said maybe you guys want to see, you know, like every person has their own way of doing different things. So maybe, I don't know, maybe you guys want to see how my process in making these flowers are. And so that's what we're going to do today, okay? So what you need for this project are, you guys know me, I am very simple. Don't like things to be too complicated. I always say that in my videos, and I truly, honestly believe it. And I live by that. No complications. So you need a punch. I have here a circle punch, a medium and a small one. You can choose whatever size of punch you want. It's up to you. Okay, you're gonna need a cup of water, just simple cup of water, and you're going to need, obviously, pick the paper patterns that you want to create your flowers. Whichever you want is fine. And then just start punching, my darlings. Punch, 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 punch. Now, here I punched out some circles. As you can see here, I picked up a few paper from my little stash, and I just, you know, cut out some circles. This is a great way to get rid of all your extra little scraps that you have running around in your craft room that you don't know what to do with. Perfect. So here, as you can see here, I just cut out some extra little circles, and I'll be doing flowers using these papers later on. So after you cut your circles and after you pick your papers and you cut them, the next step is you're going to use the water that you have, and you're going to lay a paper towel down so it can absorb the water. And you're simply just going to basically wet the paper or the circle. You're just gonna dump it in here and just lay it down in the paper towel so it can absorb the water, just like that. That's all you're gonna do, okay? And you're gonna do that for the rest of your circles. And once we have all that done, the next step for this is very, very simple. Let me bring you in closer so you can see how I make these flowers. Super simple, super easy. Okay, so let me put this on the side. Okay, so what you're gonna need is hot glue. Okay, my hot glue I have here already for me on the corner. Okay, so what you're gonna do is, I like to do my flowers in threes. So I take 3 little circles and I create my flowers using 3 little circles. Now if you want to create more, then add more circles. It's up to you. What I do is I like to use a pencil or a pen. I prefer a pen, and I really love using this pen. I mean, it's an ordinary pen, obviously. It's from TD Bank. It's a green pen. The reason why I like this pen is because when I do the indentation on my paper, it really gives like a really nice little circle. And I just love that. So I really love this pen for this project. But you can really use like a marker or a Sharpie, whatever, you know, whatever you feel comfortable with is fine. Take your paper that you have wet, and you're going to basically, okay, just put the pen in the center of the paper, and you're going to squish the paper against the pen, just like that, kind of like hugging it. See that? Just like that. And you're gonna get something like this. Okay, and you're gonna do that for the rest of the papers. You're going to put it in the center, you're going to squeeze, and you're going to hug it against the pen. Okay, and you're going to do that for all your circles. Okay, just like that. Take your pen in the middle, you hug it against the pen, like if you were gonna kind of hug the pen with the paper, and that's all you're going to do. Okay, that's 3, I need 1 more. So I like to do 3 for each flower. Again, if you want to do more, that's fine. So we have here the little ones. Let's do the big ones. Same thing, indentation in the center, and just hug it against the pen. Okay, here, let me come close. Middle, and you're going to hug it against the pen. That's all you're doing. You're not doing anything else. Okay, that's it. 1, 2, 3, and then I'm gonna do this one because I like this minty color. Once you do that, you basically have your flower kind of already shaped. I mean, believe it or not, you do. Okay, just like that. Okay, so once we have that completed, let's put this on the side. Get your 3 flowers and then just do them in bundles of 3s. So here I have 3, here I have 3, and here I have 3. Okay, bundles of 3s. You're gonna use your hot glue. Okay, you're gonna put a dab of hot glue in the center of 1 flower. Okay, with the pen, you're going to hug it in the center and you're gonna put it right in the middle where the hot glue is. Okay, just like that. You're gonna do the same thing with the other one. You're gonna put the hot glue here. You're gonna use the pen and you're going to put it right in the center. Just like that. Okay? When you do that, as you can see here, I don't know if you can see because this is very tiny, but you can see kind of like a little indentation. You can't probably see it, but there's a little indentation in the center of the flower, which is the tip of the pen, and that's why I like to use this pen, because it gives me kind of like a little indentation in the center. Okay, and that's how I create my little paper flowers. Very simple. Okay, let's finish these up here. A dab of glue, and you got to work fast because the glue will dry fast. Okay, and you're going to press it in. Should I bring you more closer? Let me see if this is, hopefully this is not too close, but I don't know, we'll see. Okay, again, a little bit of hot glue in the center. Take your pen, put that in the center and squeeze it down, and there you have the flower. See that? It's so simple. It's not really nothing complicated. It takes some time. It does take time, I have to admit. I like to do this while I'm watching a YouTube channel, or you know, I'm watching a movie. I like to do it because it is time consuming, but at the end it comes out so pretty. And I think the indentation of pushing this in using the pen really gives you like the flower effect. I don't know what it is, but to me it just looks really, really pretty. Okay, there you have it. And now we're gonna do the big one. A little bit of hot glue, my pen, push that right in the center, put a little bit of pressure so that the glue can basically take that indentation of the pen. Another piece of drop of glue, and then my pen, indentation, and there you have it. And that's how I create these flowers. They're not hard at all, guys. It's very simple. It is such a pretty, pretty, pretty way to do these flowers, and it's, as you can see, it's so simple. It's not even like complicated at all. They're very tiny. I mean, I have here a $1.25, so I can show you like kind of like the size of the flowers. They're very tiny, the flowers, but they're so pretty in layouts, and they look so nice in any, like, you know, layout or any mixed media project. It's very, very pretty. So what I would do is, after I'm done with that, I'll put it in a little corner. I let it dry, and then once it dries, it just turns like this really pretty, like, just it feels like it even feels like it has like glue or something. It's so sturdy, but it's just so pretty, and just I love it. I just absolutely love creating these flowers. They're just so pretty, and they're so easy to create. And so here, let me show you really quickly. Here I made these yesterday. Hopefully it's not too close, but I made these yesterday, and they just came out so pretty. And you can experiment with different colors. You can be as you know, experiment with like multiple colors. You could experiment with floral, with solid colors. I mean, even with newspaper you can do this. You can do it with so many things, not just paper. You can do it with newspapers. I mean, this one I did it with coffee filter. I mean, that's another awesome thing to do it with. It's just very, very, very easy and fun to create. And then I want to show you guys how I would store them. So what I recommend for you to do is store these in an area where you can see them, right? Because I'm like one of those people, if you see something, you will work on it. If you tuck it away in a little corner on your desk, you're never gonna work on it, right? So I like to put mine in these little tiny cup little containers. I get these at Michael's. You can get them at any baking, you know, section of a store, a supermarket, or whatever. But I like to buy mine in Michael's because they have these really pretty, you know, decorations. And these are just paper cups, you know. They kind of look a little bit more like cupcake liners, but more in like a paper material. And what I like to do is I like to put my little mini ones in here. So what I do is I'll just throw them in there, and I try to color coordinate them. So when I'm looking for something that's this color, I don't have to go crazy and look for them everywhere. I can just go specifically to one area, and I can just go here and I'll be okay. So I try to keep the neutrals with the neutrals. If I have different colors of, you know, different flowers, I try to keep the color all, you know, the same, so that if I'm looking for like a gray color, then I just go into my gray section. If I'm looking for, let's say, a floral, like this one right here, if I keep all my florals together, then I'll just go directly to my floral. And then for the little ones, I do the same thing. For the little ones, I try to keep them all together, same style and everything, so that, you know, you don't drive yourself crazy looking for florals when you are either doing some kind of project. You can just go directly to where you need to go, and you'll be fine, okay? And that's what I like to do with my little flowers. And you can see here that they're kept really nicely and pretty, and then when you put them in a little side of your desk, it looks really pretty and neat, okay? And that's all, honey. That is all I do to create these flowers. I love creating them. I think they're so much fun. I just absolutely adore them. They are the easiest thing in the world to do. Although they do take a lot of time, I have to say, I'm not gonna lie, it is time consuming. But if you're one of those people that like to watch TV at night, you know, sit by the TV, watch your movie, watch your, I don't know, whatever you're watching, and just, you know, create these flowers, and then you'll be done in no time. All right, I hope you guys enjoy this short tutorial. Hopefully this is something that you guys can, you know, learn from. I know that you guys wanted me to do a video on this, so hopefully I'm able to help those of you who asked me to do this video for you. Okay, honeys? All right, perfect. I will see you guys soon in my next video. Have a fantastic weekend and be safe. Bye.